The branch that is stiff is the first to break. In a strong wind, the supple willow bends, while the rigid oak may lose a limb. Your body, in its own way, speaks this same truth. Most people will see this as just another exercise. 99% will miss the final chapter and the deep understanding of why this simple habit transforms the body from a brittle, fragile thing into a vessel of flowing, resilient life. In the quiet moments, you may feel it, a certain stiffness in the joints, a lack of easy flow in your movements. It is a subtle message from the body, a whisper that the inner landscape is becoming dry, that our tissues are losing their youthful suppleness. This is the state of the brittle tree. Its wood has become hard and unyielding. Its channels for life-giving sap have narrowed. When a great force comes, a sudden gust of wind, the brittle tree cannot yield. It cannot bend and distribute the pressure, and so it snaps. This is the inner reality of what the world calls a stroke. It is a snapping, a breaking, a sudden blockage in the vital rivers that nourish the mind. It is not a random event, a cruel lottery of fate. It is the culmination of a long, slow process of inner hardening and stiffening. We often think of strength as hardness, as rigidity. We clench our fists, we tense our muscles. We believe this is power. But in the natural world, true strength is found in resilience, in the ability to yield without breaking. It is the strength of water, of bamboo, of the young willow tree. The risk of this inner breaking does not come from a single cause. It comes from a state of being. It comes from a life of inner tension, where the mind is constantly racing and the body is held in a state of low-grade perpetual tightness. This tension hardens the banks of our inner rivers, the delicate walls of our arteries and veins. It makes them less like supple reeds and more like brittle clay pipes. Our modern life encourages this brittleness. We are taught to rush, to force, to push through. We value rigidity and control above all. We have forgotten the wisdom of softness, the power of flow. We have forgotten how to be the willow, and so we become the vulnerable oak. The first step to true prevention is not to add a powerful medicine or to fight the body. It is to begin a gentle, conscious process of reintroducing suppleness. It is to learn how to moisten the dry wood from within. It is to transform our very nature from a state of brittleness to a state of flowing, resilient life. This is not a quick fix. It is a profound shift in how we inhabit our own bodies. It is the path of the gardener who does not command the tree to grow, but who lovingly cultivates the conditions for its health and flexibility. Imagine that within your body there is a vast and intricate network of rivers and streams. This is your circulatory system. These rivers carry everything that sustains your life, the warmth, the nourishment, the very breath of life itself. When these rivers flow with a gentle, steady, and peaceful current, every part of your inner landscape is nourished. The fields are green, the soil is rich. The mind, which is a garden on the banks of these rivers, is clear and calm. There is harmony, there is health. But our modern way of living can create great disturbance in these rivers. When we live in a state of stress, of anxiety, of constant rushing, it is like creating a violent storm within our inner world. The rivers become turbulent and rapid. The current crashes against the riverbanks, eroding them, making them weak and vulnerable. This is the state of high pressure. Over time, this constant turbulence can cause a weakened bank to burst. This is one way a rupture, a stroke can occur. There is another state of disturbance. This comes from a life of stagnation, of too little movement, of consuming foods that are heavy and difficult for the body to process. In this state, the rivers do not become turbulent, they become slow, thick, and sludgy. The clear water becomes murky. Sediment and debris begin to settle on the riverbeds, creating obstructions. Small dams of residue begin to form, making the passage for the life-giving water narrower and narrower. Eventually, one of these dams can grow so large that it completely blocks the flow to a certain region of the inner landscape. When this blockage occurs in one of the delicate rivers that feeds the garden of the brain, a vital area is starved of life. This is another form of stroke. So we see the danger comes from two extremes: the violent, rushing river and the slow, stagnant river. Both are states of imbalance. The path to safety and health is the path of the middle way. It is the path of the gently flowing, clear, and peaceful river. Our goal is not to force the river to be clear. It is not to attack the blockages with a violent force. Our goal is to create the conditions, both in our mind and in our body, that allow the river to find its own natural, harmonious flow once again. We must calm the storms of the mind. We must gently stir the waters of the body. This is a delicate art. It requires awareness, not aggression. It requires gentleness, not force. The simple morning habit we will explore is the very embodiment of this gentle art. It is a practice designed to simultaneously calm the inner storms and stir the stagnant waters, guiding our entire system back towards the life-sustaining rhythm of the peaceful, flowing river. Gentle movement. The habit is one of movement, but it is a form of movement that is the complete opposite of what we normally consider exercise. It is not about pushing, straining, or achieving a certain speed. It is about cultivating a state of deep, flowing calm. It is a meditation in motion. The practice is this: a very slow, mindful walk for just 10 to 15 minutes each morning. The secret is not in the walking itself, but in the quality of awareness you bring to it. First, the slowness. You must walk at a pace that is almost unnaturally slow, so slow that you can feel every part of the movement. This deliberate slowness sends a powerful signal of safety and calm to your nervous system. It is the antidote to the rushing and turbulence of the mind. As your mind calms, the inner storms begin to subside. The turbulent rivers of the body begin to quiet down, finding a more gentle rhythm. Second, the awareness. As you walk, bring your entire attention to the soles of your feet. Feel the sensation of your heel connecting with the earth. Feel the gentle rolling of your weight through the foot. Feel your toes pressing down as you prepare for the next step. This act of grounding your awareness in your feet draws your energy downwards, away from the chaotic thoughts that often swirl in the head. It is a powerful way to anchor yourself in the present moment, in the physical reality of your body. It creates a sense of profound stability. Third, the breath. You must synchronize your breath with your slow steps. This is the heart of the practice. Breathe in slowly through your nose for a count of 3 or 4 steps. Then, breathe out slowly through your nose for a count of 3 or 4 steps. The breath should be silent, deep, and calm. It should originate from your belly, not your chest. By unifying your breath and your movement, you are creating a powerful, harmonious rhythm throughout your entire being. The breath is the master that guides the flow of our inner energy and our blood. A calm breath creates a calm river. Fourth, the intention. Your goal is not to get somewhere. Your goal is not to burn calories. Your intention is to become a vessel of flow. It is to gently invite softness and suppleness into your body. With each step, imagine you are softening the ground within you. With each breath, imagine you are cleansing your inner rivers. This mindful, slow walk is a profound act of repatterning. It teaches the body and mind a new way of being, a way that is calm, centered, and flowing. It gently massages the internal organs. It improves circulation without ever stressing the heart or the vessels. It is the perfect balance of calming the storm and stirring the stagnant waters. It is the wisdom of the gentle river embodied in a simple morning practice. The morning dew. Why is it so powerful to perform this practice in the morning? The morning holds a special energy. After a night of rest, the body and mind are in their quietest, most receptive state. The inner world is like a garden at dawn, before the activities and stresses of the day have begun. The air is still, the soil is soft. To practice this gentle, mindful walk in the morning is like covering your inner garden with a layer of nourishing morning dew. This dew gently moistens everything it touches. It makes the leaves supple, the stems flexible, and the soil receptive to life. This morning practice infuses your entire system with this quality of suppleness before it has a chance to become hardened by the day's demands. You are preemptively cultivating flexibility. You are creating a buffer of calm and flow that you will carry with you throughout the day. Think of the contrast. The common way to start the day is with a jolt, a loud alarm clock, a rush of anxious thoughts about the day ahead. We drink strong stimulants, we read stressful news, we move quickly and abruptly. This is like starting the day with a harsh, drying wind blowing through our inner garden. It creates brittleness from the very first moment. It tightens the body, agitates the mind, and immediately sets our inner rivers into a state of turbulence. By choosing the path of the slow, mindful walk, you are making a conscious decision to begin your day differently. You are choosing peace over panic. You are choosing flow over force. You are choosing suppleness over stiffness. This single choice has a ripple effect that is almost beyond measure. When you start the day in a state of centered calm, you're less likely to be thrown off balance by external events. You will respond to stress with more grace. Your blood pressure will not spike as dramatically. Your mind will remain clearer under pressure. You are, in essence, weatherproofing your inner world. You are making your tree so supple that the winds of life can blow, but they cannot break you. This morning habit is more than a physical exercise. It is a spiritual practice. It is an act of communion with your own body. It is a declaration that you will be a gentle steward of your inner home. It is a daily ritual of remembering the wisdom of flow, the strength of softness. By bathing yourself in this inner morning dew each day, you are profoundly reducing the conditions that lead to brittleness. You are changing the very soil from which your health grows. This is the deepest form of prevention imaginable. It is not a magic pill, but the patient, loving cultivation of a resilient, flowing, and peaceful inner world. The greatest protection is not found in a strong defense, but in a profound flexibility. It is the ability to bend so that you will not break. This simple morning walk is not about training the legs. It is about retraining the entire self to be a vessel of calm, supple, and flowing life.